17 years in the minor leagues is long enough. I think those are some great stories about perseverance, and so that's why the book came out. But
Kevin Kennedy, who does Dodger pre- and post-game show. He also works on the SoCal Sports Report, and last night he had a huge appearance on Best Darn Sports Show, and he's also soon-to-be best-selling author. He's joining CJ and Waz on the Sports Bite. So today, you've got a little more time on your hands because you're not rushing around at Fox, right?
Well, I'm actually going down to Staples Center to do the post-game show. The Dodgers are in the sixth inning right now, but so I'm on the old Ventura Freeway, bumper to bumper. You know how that is.
It's not moving at all, I bet.
A little bit. I'll be okay.
He managed the Texas Rangers, he managed the Boston Red Sox, he managed in the Dodger farm system, and he was a bench coach in Montreal with Felipe Alou. He's Kevin Kennedy joining the Bite. And now let's get to the book. Twice Around the Bases. It just came out beginning of July, and there are a couple things that you talk about that really surprised me. I'm not going to call you on the whole idea that whenever you got ticked off, you dumped the whole food spread in the clubhouse. I'm going to let that one go, all right? But you talked a little bit about Dan Duquette, and you didn't have much good to say about him. Have you repaired that relationship?
Well, you know what? It's not a book about whistleblowing and bashing people, but I wanted to tell the truth about the relationship. And I don't think there's anything that knocks him as far as, actually, hurting him. I think, people know the truth about Dan Duquette. Dan and I had a fractured relationship. We've talked many times since and acted like nothing happened, but in reality, it definitely affected my big league career, and I have a feeling it not only affected my career with Boston, it affected people's feelings about me that didn't know me, because when you fire somebody, my thing is, let them get a job somewhere else. Don't bury them. I think we've all probably been in that situation in our lives.
Yeah, Kevin.
So, I took it personal, absolutely. And the reason it's called Twice Around the Bases is because, fortunately, ESPN called me in the winter, or actually the beginning of the next season, 1997. Tim Scanlon, the coordinating producer of baseball, called and said, "Hey, I thought you'd have a job by now managing. You were so good, but, it didn't happen. Do you have interest in being a broadcaster and coming to ESPN?" I said, "Well, I'll audition, sure. I'll come in and do it." And I loved it. 2 years there, and then I came over to Fox, and I've done XM now and everything else. And you know what? I'm 9 years into broadcasting, and when the writer, Bill Gutman, contacted me and said, "I'd like to, hear your stories, as I like your stuff on the air." 17 years in the minor leagues is long enough. I think those are some great stories about perseverance, and so that's why the book came out. But I felt like I couldn't explain that situation, not for sales, but I thought it was important for people to understand the managing merry-go-round, how things really happen, how you can win the last division in Boston in '95, come back and almost win the wild card in '96, and then be fired to let go the next day. And so I thought it was important to explain that, because it's not just about wins and losses. There's a lot more to it in the politics of baseball, the politics of every business, and I thought it was important to explain that.